So you want to get rid of these deceptions, blow them up. And the first deception is that righteousness comes through forgiveness. Now, a lot of people have believed this one, where this idea that as I'm forgiven, then I become righteous. I believed this one as a kid. And so I kind of compare it to like a giant blackboard, right? Where throughout the day, as you're going along, every time you would sin, then there was Jesus or an angel, or if you had a lot of sins, maybe a team of angels, kind of recording all of your sins on the blackboard as you went through the day. And then at the end of the day, when you're about to fall asleep, that's when you say your prayers and you look back on your day and you say, Lord, I screwed up. Right? So for me, I had a little sister, so sorry, Lord, for teasing her at 9 o'clock, at 9:04, 9:07, 9:08, and 9:08, and 9:08. And I'm, throughout the day, I'm sorry for hitting her and making fun of her and all that. And so I'd, list all my sins. And every time I'd confess that sin, he would wipe that sin off the board. And by the end of it, you would have a clean blackboard again, and you're back to righteousness. Which, by the way, was the reason that you had to keep your account short. Because my thinking was that as a believer, if I had anything on the board, I wasn't righteous anymore. So how do I get into heaven? So I came up with 5-minute grace. So here's what 5-minute grace was. After I die as a believer, I had 5 minutes with Jesus in front of my blackboard to confess all the sins, wipe them off, and I could sneak into heaven. Which again, why you want to keep your account short. Because if you have 10 minutes worth of sin on your board, Eldon, you're in trouble. Right? So you got to get rid of them. And so that's why every day you keep your account short, you have 5 minutes. Now, if you're not a believer, sorry, you don't get 5-minute grace. This may surprise you, but that's not in the Bible. I was shocked to find that as I grew up, but it's not actually biblical. Because here's the truth. Being forgiven wasn't what made you righteous. Forgiveness takes away your sin. It takes away the negative. But it doesn't give you a positive. It doesn't actually bestow anything of righteousness to you. That was done on the cross, where Jesus took the old sinful you and crucified and buried that person and made you a brand new person. You're not the sinner that you were born when you arrived here on planet Earth. You're now a saint, a holy one, someone entirely different in the core. And that's who he's made right. That's who he's made pure.